OpenAI literally just changed the game when it comes to image creation, crushing Midjourney, giving absolutely anybody no excuse to be pumping out creatives for your ads and for your social media content. I'm going to show you some examples. Let's dive in. Okay, by now I'm sure you have heard or seen somewhere on the internet that ChatGPT, aka OpenAI, came out with their new image generation literally yesterday, and it is like all the rave. As you can see, I immediately jumped in, started testing it out, and blown away. So like I gave it this flat lay, and by literally uploading that, hitting the three dots down there and doing create image and giving it this horrible prompt of putting this shirt on a man in the gym that is fit, it came out with this. Took it like 5 minutes. That looks pretty good. So now I have absolutely zero reason to ever not be able to create a lifestyle image from any kind of flat lay, from a client, from anybody. And anybody out there watching this, you have zero reason. Took it another step, and I'm like, okay, we got this like DIY cold plunge system. We've always struggled to get the scale accurate because, there are measurements, and it's just an absolute headache when it comes to design. Designers hate it. Last time we had to try to do one of these, now it's about 3 weeks later. I'm like, hey, it's kind of cool. We kind of drug our feet because I gave it a prompt that just said, put this outside a house on a patio and keep it to scale. Now, I probably would want like a better looking patio, but boom, there you go. The words can be finicky, like it still can kind of screw these up, but it's as simple as just going, okay, take the text off. I told it to fix the text. It didn't really. I mean, it made it a little bit better, but Rubbermaid is still spelled wrong. So I was like, just remove the words. Like, I don't need these words on the big tank. So let's just remove the words because we can Photoshop, so this gets me 90% of the way there. And then with just we'll Photoshop the actual words onto the tank. It did end up screwing up the box over onto the right. So, I mean, I would just redo this, and the words right here are pretty much correct, but we could still do the same thing. I could just Photoshop over the top of these, and now we have like an outside image with shadows, grass, a house, like everything. It's absolutely blowing my mind, and it's totally wild. I'm a little hyped about it. Then I was like, you know what? Like, I got some other products that I'd like to get this done for. So why don't we take this and grab a bottle image, as you can see right here, and put it in somebody's hand, because we all know hands have been an absolute nightmare when it comes to image and AI generation. You end up with like weird fingers or 7 fingers. It's always been a pain in the butt. So I said, hey, take this bottle, put it in a bodybuilder's hand in the gym, holding this product out in front of them. Pretty common kind of image you see out there. And it did good. Again, minus the words, but a simple Photoshop of the label onto this, and we're good to go. I don't need to do much else. Everything else looks pretty legit. He is super real. The background is super real. The bottle is really real. And we just add in some Photoshop over the top of the image. So like grab the actual label, put it on there, boom, done. Absolutely blown my mind. Another one. This one was kind of cool because, as you can see, the image I'm using has a whole bunch of other stuff in it, and wanted to use this in like kind of a hero image, and was just kind of playing around and said, create this image size. It didn't create the image size. It's a real bummer. I hate it how it does that. But create this image size with a colorful background with a smiling woman holding the product attached. I think it did a pretty good job. She's smiling, she's happy, there's a nice colorful background, and I wanted a pretty normal looking lady. I didn't want a model. Again, a little bit of word issues here, but nothing that the designers and graphic designers couldn't do in like a total of 10 minutes, and just overlay the label on top of this to make it look right, or even just the words, and then wham bam, you are done. And you can see I tried to make it do the actual size, and ChatGPT was just like, no, screw yourself, buddy. And the beautiful part about this is only using the $20 plan. So I've already been seeing people saying, well, this is on the $200 plan. It's so expensive. First off, $200 is nothing for the amount of time that this will save you. If you're a t-shirt brand, a supplement brand, any kind of brand that has to go do photo shoots, Think of the thousands and thousands of dollars you will save by being able to do this. Think about how you can immediately iterate on images for ads, how you can iterate different people, you can put different scenes. You should be able to pump out so many pieces of content. It will pay for itself. $200 is nothing. And just the amount of time saved from having to have somebody spend hours and hours and hours designing this and editing and tweaks and scale, that $200 is nothing. But this is all the $20 plan. So like literally $20 a month. If you're paying for the $20 a month plan, you should be able to use this. You have zero excuse of why you're not putting out content organically and why you're struggling with ad creatives. The tool's right here. Like I literally just showed you the tool. So jump in there, start playing around with it. Practice makes better. Doesn't make perfect, makes better. But you need to get in there, start playing with it, just level up your game.